In the worlds of business and music, the roles of a leader and an orchestra conductor share a surprising number of similarities. Imagine a symphony orchestra with 100 musicians. If they play without direction or unity, the result is a chaotic mess of noise. But when guided by a skilled conductor, they can create breathtaking harmonies that move an audience. A company operates on the same principle. A team of 100 employees can either create chaos or, with the right leadership, achieve incredible results. Fostering a productive and harmonious work environment, the conductor doesn't play an instrument, just as a CEO might not perform the daily tasks of their employees. Instead, their role is to guide, to set the tempo, and to ensure that every individual member is working toward the same shared goal. Creating something beautiful and powerful together. A central idea for truly great leadership is what can be called brilliant ignorance. This isn't about being unintelligent or uninformed. Rather, it is the profound understanding that there is always more to learn, and that our existing knowledge can sometimes be a barrier to new ideas. A leader who embraces this kind of ignorance is open to new perspectives and possibilities. Think of a great teacher who doesn't simply lecture a student but guides them, allowing the student to discover the answers for themselves. This process of exploring what we don't know is where true innovation is born. The composer Beethoven is a perfect example. He was an expert in the musical conventions of his day, but his genius came from his willingness to push beyond that knowledge, to experiment with sounds and structures that others considered madness, by daring to step into the unknown. He forever changed the landscape of music. This journey into the unknown involves actively exploring the gaps that appear in our work and lives. Gaps are the empty spaces, the pauses between musical notes, the moments of silence in a conversation, or the undefined potential of a new product. In music, these pauses are essential. Without them, music would be a relentless stream of sound with no shape or emotion. In business, these gaps are opportunities. When the first iPad was released, many people saw it only for what it wasn't, ridiculing it as a giant phone. But savvy developers and users saw the gap, the undefined space of its potential, and began creating new uses for it, spawning the entire tablet market. Even miscommunications within a team can be seen as a gap, instead of seeing it as a problem to be fixed. A leader can use it as an opportunity to build unity by encouraging team members to see the situation from different perspectives. To successfully navigate these gaps, a leader must master the art of listening. In a world full of noise, we have often lost our ability to truly hear what others are saying. We tend to favor opinions that match our own and tune out different perspectives. However, genuine listening is a powerful tool for problem solving and building trust. Consider a judge who was presiding over a difficult trial involving a disruptive family. Instead of demanding silence, the judge chose to listen to them. This simple act of respect made the family feel heard and valued, leading them to cooperate with the process. For any leader, taking the time to listen and foster open dialogue is far more effective in the long run than simply taking control and issuing commands. It allows for the exploration of gaps and empowers the team to be part of the solution. Not all leaders understand this. Some conductors, like some CEOs, lead through absolute command and control. Ricordo Muti, a famous conductor, was known for his rigid approach. He demanded that the orchestra play exactly his way, leaving no room for interpretation. This stifled creativity and created a toxic relationship with the musicians, who eventually forced him to resign. Another conductor, Richard Strauss, had a different kind of control issue. He was so focused on the written sheet music that he conducted without any passion or flexibility, even when performing his own work. He failed to explore the gaps, and his performances lacked innovation. The lesson here is that leaders who are too controlling or too rigid fail to inspire unity and prevent their teams from reaching their full potential. In contrast, the truly great conductors, the ignorant maestros, are masters of creating dialogue and exploring gaps. Herbert von Karajan led the Berlin Philharmonic to become the best in the world through a counter-attentioner technique. He would conduct with a slight upward motion, creating a small gap of uncertainty. This forced the musicians to stop looking only at him and start listening intently to one another, building a powerful and intuitive connection within the orchestra. Leonard Bernstein, another legendary conductor, focused on creating a warm and respectful environment. He treated every musician as a valued individual with a voice. He would show humility, express his eagerness to learn from them, and build personal connections. This approach made the orchestra feel empowered and unified, ready to create extraordinary music together. By trusting his team and opening a dialogue, he unlocked their collective genius.